Hello everyone, welcome back. For those who are new here, I'm Umar, the founder of GrowthWinner. On this channel, I share my learnings and insights on SEO. In this video, I'm going to share everything about natural language processing, aka NLP, from semantic SEO perspective. But first, let's define natural language processing or NLP. NLP is a branch of artificial intelligence that helps computers understand, interpret, and use human language in a valuable way. By analyzing the structure and meaning of the words and sentences, NLP allows machines to perform tasks like translating text, recognizing speech, or even generating content that sounds human. Essentially, it's how machines make sense of our language to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. Search engines can't read, so they use AI to understand and derive meaning from human language. And NLP isn't just used by search engines. Features like Siri in Apple products or Cortana in Windows, they use NLP technology to understand the human language as well. Moreover, Grammarly use NLP to understand the context and suggest you to improve the punctuation, sentence structure, or make it better by completely changing the sentence. Google does that using the NLP API they developed. Google has billions of entities, facts, and data points that it uses to see the relevancy of the content on your website. Just like nearly all AI content generators like Jasper and ChatGPT uses OpenAI API to generate the content, and content optimization tools like Surfer, Phrase, Pop using NLP API to provide you with the relevant entities. To try this yourself, head over to cloud.google.com/natural language. I'll put the link in the description. Make sure you are on the demo tab. You can paste your content inside the text box there. Just to get the idea how it works, I'll be using the default example for the time being. Hit analyze and it should open 4 tabs after asking for robot captcha verification. The first tab is titled Entities. It shows you all the entities within the text you pasted earlier. If you haven't watched my previous video on entities, go ahead and watch it as it will help you understand this topic. The link is in the description. There are 2 sections for the representation of entities: terms and categories. Terms are the words that this NLP suggests as entities in the provided content, and for categories, these are different hubs for which Google categorizes those terms. That is, CA means California and Mountain View are 2 different terms, but they belong to the same category, that is location. Other categories, to name a few, are price, number, address, location, consumer good, organization, person, etc. Now, the second tab is sentiments. It shows what is the sentiment of the content as a whole on document and sentence level. This helps search engines understand what the searcher's sentiment is and what the content sentiment is. Then it matches the both to give the highest relevant content for its users. Again, you will see 2 sections for the representation of this tab: scores and magnitude. Score of the sentiment ranges from -1.0, which means very negative, to 1.0, which means very positive. I try to optimize sentence with the red scores, which shows negative unless it's required by the context of the sentence to be negative. Magnitude is the strength of that sentiment regardless of the score, ranging from 0 to infinity. It's different from score, and I will lead you with an example. When you say your comments make my day, the magnitude of the sentiment isn't so strong. It's there, but it doesn't sound like something with greater magnitude. But when you say your comments mean the world to me and inspire me to keep creating, it means the sentiment is strong compared to what we said earlier. Next up, moderation tab. Text moderation analyzes a document against a list of safety attributes which include harmful categories and topics that may be considered sensitive. After analyzing the text, it categorizes it under various labels that can be shown on the screen right now, each with a corresponding confidence score. This score reflects how confident the API is that the text fits in a particular category. The categories tab shows you the actual category in which your content falls as per the content you pasted. I go ahead and copy the content of the top 3 competitors and see in which category they fall, and then try to match it. Why? Because the answer to rank number 1 lies already on first page of Google. And how do we match it? By optimizing the content for entities used by competitors. Using NLP, search engines identify parts of speech, grammar, stop signs like bullets, tables, punctuations like comma, semicolon, colon, spelling errors, subject-verb agreement, semicolon, symbols, and so on. As a part of this, since it can understand the context and correlation among different sentences of the words, so does the readability. I make sure to check readability using Hemingway App to make it more readable. Normally grade 7 to 8 based on the target audience. Alright, there are two other methods that you can use to extract entities from content apart from Google's NLP API, the Entity Swift Knife and Steve Talks add-on. I will link this Steve note in the comments so you can learn more about it. Google's NLP API is the base of all content optimization tools, so that will be the first choice any day, anytime. I am hoping that you have watched my previous video on entities and now you have the idea of what natural language processing API is. I would highly recommend you watching out two of my videos that are highly relevant to this topic, so you can get the idea and understand the process as a whole. The first video is writing entity-based article and the second one is entity injection into your live pages. One thing that was out of the scope of those videos, but it's related to overall theme of these videos, is updating content as needed. Because entity optimization is a bit more complex than keyword optimization, there is a stronger case for updating content on regular basis as new topics arise around your entities. For example, as a new camping tent comes out, I'm following our example from the video I referred earlier, and Google establishes its place in the entity graph, it would help the salience of your entities to add them into your post. Information gain is different from this one, and I will cover it later in the videos.
Stay tuned.
If you want to hand this off fully with the help of a tool, I would highly recommend you checking out Page Optimizer Pro, and the creator of this tool himself is OG in on-page optimization. The other tools along with Page Optimizer Pro would be Surfer SEO. I personally use this one a lot. Phrase and Market Muse. Market Muse was recommended by my buddy James Dooley recently. To generate SEO optimized articles, go for autoblogging.ai. I have reviewed some AI writers previously on my channel. Do check it out so you can find the reason why I am recommending autoblogging. So that's it for this video. Subscribe and smash that like button. It helps me a ton. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye.